Good morning. Last time I spoke to you, I was working on a banjo that was almost completed, and I still have a few more things to do on it. But in between working on that project, I thought I would put this other really neat instrument together. And I call it an African dual stringed instrument because it's completely out of my head and I didn't look at any pictures or anything, and this is kind of what it looks like. So yesterday, or actually a couple days or so ago, I found this piece of metal right here out at on my tables, and I thought, wow, this would really be an interesting base to one of these guitars I'm making. So the next thing I needed to do was to put this flat piece on top, so I had to make it round, make it fit. Now for all you welders out there, you would look at my welds and you would think, whoa, that's pretty brutal. But you know, it doesn't matter because it's a piece of artwork and it doesn't have to, it's not like a plow, or it doesn't have to function. It just has to be there. Now the nice thing about working here at my studio is people ask me, what's the nicest thing or the best thing about doing the work that you do? And I always tell them, you know what it is? It's when I'm here, I make all the decisions. And I've got tons and tons of scrap metal on tables, and when I'm putting this piece together, like this piece for example, I'm looking for just the right piece. So if you look at this, and I put this together. Now this piece here is just, I guess it's from an old hinge or something. And you can see that's like, this would be a hinge on an old door. And that's really kind of neat, and so that's what I use for my neck. And I thought, okay, well I need these tuning pegs, what am I going to use? Well, these are from a farm implement as well. I mean, the farmers can look at that and they can say, yeah, I know what that is. And these tuners here, they're just different special kind of nuts. And this is just an old, I don't know what this is from. I cut it up and made it a little shorter to make it fit on here. Yeah, and then I put this bridge piece here, added 2 strings, and that's it. But I thought to myself, this would be an awkward instrument to play like this, right? I thought what it needs is, this instrument needs a bow. So I came up with this piece right here. This is all metal as well, and I had to, I don't know what it was, some kind of a fan, and I had to change the shape of it, weld the top, put a, you know, keep that together. And so the way a person would play this now is like this. They would kind of just hold the instrument, and because it's got this really neat thing on the bottom, they can set it down on a table or a chair or something. Play it, or they can turn it like this. Doesn't really make a sound, but it's not meant to be played as an instrument. But people always ask me though, they say, can you play it? And I'm thinking, no, I wish I could, but I guess I can't. I brought it into, one of these guitars I brought into Steve St. Michael's at Mill Music and asked him, I says, can I make this into a real instrument? And he says, well, Jack, it would be pretty heavy. The guy would be holding this thing up and be tired pretty quick, so I'd have to do something different in that respect. So anyways, there you have it. I just wanted to show this to you. I wanted to show this piece to you, and so you know that, you know, with all this different bits and pieces of metal, you can come up with anything that you want to, and that's the most exciting thing about working here at my studio, is that you can put anything together that you want. Your creativity just expands. If you can expand your imagination, you can put pretty much anything together. You've seen it with some of the different kinds of artwork that I've been doing. So anyways, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you this morning. So later on, I'll show you more about how the banjo is coming along. It's almost finished, not quite, but when it's done, I'll post that as well.